I want to be as inclusive as I can with this topic, so anytime I mention parents, that includes foster parents, adopters, step-parents, and just guardians in general. Being a parent is probably the most important job in the world, with the least amount of tangible payout. And I don't mean for this to discourage people from having children, but because of this, I see parenting as one of the most difficult jobs to do properly.
What's in it for me to become a parent? Will my kids be obedient or be the rebellious type? Are my kids gonna take care of me when I'm older like I took care of them as kids?
Hopefully. Maybe. But as parents, you can't really have the mindset that your kids owe you. Can you imagine if parents kept tabs on everything they've spent on raising you?
Alright, son, here's your bill for the past 18 years. I'll give you 50% off the Xbox since I use it too sometimes. Your main concern would probably be college tuition, the piano lessons, and your literal birth. I don't know how much that's worth, but according to your mother, it really hurt, so, yeah, take that into account.
No, there is no breaking even. Understand that they will never be able to repay you for giving them life. You can't put a price tag on that. You didn't bring them into this world just so you can guilt them with a debt they didn't ask for. Parenting is about paying it forward. But to you kids watching, hey, hello, pay attention, this doesn't mean you can do whatever the hello you want, okay? I believe a good parent's only concern should be to raise decent human beings to the best of their ability so that they can function on their own. Whatever circumstances led you to have kids, you are responsible for helping them grow in a world they have zero experience with. And who better to trust than the people who've been around longer than they have? Sure, kids can be capable of raising children. What I don't understand is when parents try to talk to their 3-year-olds like they're fully grown adults. Like, I get that you're trying to display to them the kind of maturity that you'd prefer they do, but they're 3!
Samuel, I do not appreciate the behavior that you are displaying in this public space. If you do not cease these inappropriate actions, I will be forced to neglect you. What?
Oh, I do sincerely apologize, Mother. I now see the error of my ways. It shan't happen again. Is that what she expected little Samuel to reply with? I always found it funny when parents and kids fight. Growing up, I'd witness my sisters arguing with my mom or dad, and not to say I haven't argued with them as well, but from my observations, it was just funny, because it's just the same person arguing with themselves. We're literally your kids. Some of your personality and traits gets passed on to us. We're probably stubborn because you are as well. And when I noticed this and realized how ironic it was, I feel like I argued with my parents less. Why would I want to argue with myself? No one's ever gonna win. Don't waste your time. Figure it out calmly. As easy as it is to say that you should love your parents unconditionally, and yes, I do love mine, many are undeserving of it. There are terrible parents out there. I get it, there is no fixed guide on how to raise children, but even if your circumstances led you to having kids before you're ready, don't punish them for your lack of preparation. If your kids knew before they were born that you weren't ready yet, they'd be like, hey, you good? Should I come back in a few years? Because I kind of want to be loved and nurtured, so if this is a bad time, I don't mind postponing. Parents, please stop neglecting your kids. One of my pet peeves is when parents just unleash their kids in public and set them free to be rabid animals to people around them. I'm carrying bags of groceries. You think I'm gonna move out of the way to dodge this 15-pound kid running at me? No, I have a low center of gravity. I ain't budging.
Yes, kids need to be protected, but they can't grow up thinking their actions don't have consequences.
I'm not telling you to keep your kids on a leash, but that is an option. There's a bunch on Amazon with 1-day shipping with Prime, just saying. But, maybe teach them some empathy and awareness.